And then if you want to get even more confused, go to number 11. We are the Matching Guys, and today
is Motivational Monday, and today we will tell you there are 11 types of anxiety disorder. Did you know that, William?
I didn't, but we'll only be covering 8.
8 of them. Well, we will just mention what other 3 are, but
we won't go into detail.
We won't be able to go into detail because it's kind of hard to understand those 3 ones. They're pretty much self-explanatory, but if you really want the medical terms for that, then you can Google it.
Number 1, separation anxiety disorder.
So what separation anxiety disorder really is basically you feel like you're gonna have panic attack, or you feel like that something is going to happen, and when you are not close to someone that you actually emotionally been attached to. So for him, he actually has that, and I feel that too. Like when he's outside, when he's not able to respond, I get anxious, I get worried.
For me, he'll like say, "I need to talk to you right now." Then I'll try to respond to him, and then he won't respond for the whole day, and I'll be like, "You effing douche."
Number 2.
Well, let me see.
Number 2 actually it kind of applies to him.
Number 2, selective mutism. That is where you, on certain occasions, you talk a lot. Like if you're comfortable with me, like I'm comfortable with Peter, but when I go out in public, I'm kind of like.
Yep, he's literally like, I've had like so many people say, "Oh, why is he so quiet? Why is William so quiet?"
No, you can tell them because he has selective mutism.
Well, you douchebags out there, he's quiet because he does have selective mutism.
And it's not your fault, and there's nothing to be ashamed of.
About it.
Exactly. It's like, it's just the way you are.
If you wanna have, like for anxiety, I find it okay, unless it's like a serious medical condition, those things are most of the time easily controllable, and you need to be surrounded by people who actually know you have that, and they just know how to deal with it pretty much. Like, because when you're around them, they're actually the most wonderful people. They're laughing and talking and everything, but in front of someone that they just met, they're just not talkative at all. So that is the biggest difference.
Anyways.
And a lot of people do not understand that. Anyway, so I'm not defending him or anything, but I'm just
Number 3, selective phobia.
Basically, you have this social anxiety where you basically have a fear of being embarrassed in front of the crowd or whatever not, and then because of that you have that anxiety that you feel like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, something's gonna happen. In most cases, social performance anxiety, that you're supposed to be behaving this way or that way, that is also part of the anxiety, because our society, we all know, wants us to behave certain ways. You know, you can't behave any way you want. It has to be this way or that way.
The society wants it.
Exactly.
Number 5, panic disorder.
Panic disorder, in a way, it's actually self-explanatory, that you get panic a lot, you start panicking about things, and you start freaking out.
Have a panic attack.
You can have a panic attack too at times. You just start going and then you feel like a chest pain and all this stuff. That's considered anxiety as well. I've had once. And I think my sister had one too. Anyways.
Yeah, she did.
Yep. So yeah.
Number 6.
Is it 6?
Agoraphobia.
No, it's agoraphobia.
Oh, okay.
Agoraphobia. Agoraphobia. Okay. Agoraphobia is basically is a type of anxiety disorder where you fear to basically avoid the situations or places where you think you might embarrass yourself or make a fool out of yourself. Yet again, society does play a major role in that, for that anxiety. Thank you very much, society, for being part of this wonderful anxiety disorder. Basically, number 7, which
generalized.
I don't know why they actually put that in a category, but
generalized anxiety disorder.
Is generalized anxiety.
So we already went through anxiety. Yep. Now generalized anxiety disorder.
So it literally, as per the definition, is characterized by excessive or unrealistic anxiety about 2 or more aspects of life, including work, social relationships, financial matters, etc., often accompanied by symptoms such as palpitations, shortness of breath, or dizziness.
Wow.
That is a bit serious of that anxiety. In a way, well, technically all these categories that we are talking about, I think they do fall in the generalized anxiety disorder, because that's what basically generally I would say like that's what anxiety disorder really is. It feels like, but this one could be a little extreme. It could have more than 2 of these or more, whatever you feel, depends on how you're feeling that time. Okay. Anyways, as we all know, humans are emotional animals. So number 8 is substance or medically induced anxiety disorder.
That's a mouthful.
Substance or medically induced anxiety disorder. That's crazy. Anyways, it is in a way self-explanatory as well. Number 8, which is technically our last one. 9, 10, and 11. We will just tell you. And what are you eating?
Nothing. I really wasn't. I was pretending I was, engulfing substance for this example.
Is you get anxiety because of alcohol, because of weed, because of meth, because of any kind of substance that you are on.
Medication that
any
you
medication
use for something that's supposed to be beneficial, like ADHD. Adderall might even do it, for God's sake.
So it depends, because as you all know, we are all not the same. We are each individual unique animals, right? So because of that, certain times anxiety affect one person differently. I mean, certain medication affect one person differently. Why are you looking down?
My apologies.
There are there are substances that affect one person differently and another person differently, right? So because of that, it could cause anxiety to you. It might not cause anxiety to another person. So everyone is different. Right? So that's basically substance-induced anxiety disorder. That's what it is, basically having the substance or any kind of medication.
And that's a long title.
And then number 9, these 3 of them are just just basically self-explanatory.
Number 9 is anxiety disorder due to other medical condition.
So if you did have any condition, let's say you have cancer, God forbid, no one has it. Let's say if you have depression. Let's say if you have ADHD, if you have any other disease or anything that you have caused. So the anxiety caused because of that, it's fall under the category of anxiety caused by other medical disorder or conditions. Right?
Interesting.
Now number 10 is other specified anxiety disorder, which I tried researching for it. There is no real definition to describe what really is. It's kind of like other specified anxiety disorder. So anything that is specified as anxiety is considered but they haven't labeled that yet, is other specified anxiety disorder.
And then if you want to get even more confused, go to number 11. Unspecified anxiety disorder. Like, what in God's name does that even mean? Those are our 11 anxiety disorders. Obviously, we only went in detail with 8 of them. So hopefully you guys enjoyed our Mental Monday.
Mental Monday? Motivational Monday.
Huh? Motivational Monday.
Well, it has to do with mental.
It always has to do with mental health.
Yeah.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed and learned something about anxiety. Maybe you have one or more of these anxiety traits yourself. We have a couple. I'm not going to disclose it in this video, but we have a couple. So anyways,
that mute one.
Even though this is on our mental health video, I just wanted to note that you guys are no longer just you guys. You're now pineapplers. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. If you don't, you guys can comment a different name. Okay, anyways, remember, have yourself a matching day, pineapplers.
It's gonna take a while to remember that. Okay.